Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run. Endurance athletes are uniquely prone to self-sabotage, and ironically, the destruction rises out of the very skill that lends us the strength to finish a race like a marathon. Now, the uncertainty of running at a particular pace and distance we have never achieved forces us to come face to face with our own athletic insecurities. And, the mystique of the wall incites fear of failure. And we have to learn to suffer. And we do learn to suffer. We see messages on social media about pain caves and epic workouts, all designed to get us accustomed to this idea of suffering. That all makes us better at enduring. And of course, that's what we need as endurance athletes. But we begin to believe that one must indeed suffer daily and endure through pain in order to build the fortitude to survive on race day. But exercising the mental endurance muscle really does have a dark side. We start to think in black and white, no pain, no gain terms. We become able to ignore pain, and the suffering of that last mile repeat grows into a suffering that kind of lingers a lot longer than it should. And that's where the trouble starts. So we mistakenly start to believe that suffering, hurting, and just surviving our big training blocks will get us results. So we become prone to making small but crucial errors by not listening to our bodies. And we basically endure our way to unreasonableness. Now, yesterday I was having a talk with my friend Chad. So he's just wrapping up his training for the California International Marathon, and I know Chad is ready for that race. I know and believe, maybe even more than he does, that he is already a marathoner and he's going to make it through that race intact. I know that he has put in all of the work and he's done everything needed to start and finish that race. The thing is, Chad and I were talking about his training and about how his coach helped him recently just by listening and being reasonable. Now, a few weeks ago, he was in a big training block and he felt like he was depleted and he knew something wasn't right. He wasn't injured, but he felt like his energy was waning. So he talked to his coach and said, I really don't think I should do my speed work this week. And his coach said, yeah, you're right, skip it. And just like magic, with only a couple of days rest, Chad was back and he was ready to keep getting stronger. The mistake in that scenario that many of us make is that we're overly judgmental and self-critical when we encounter that moment of depletion in training. And we think it's supposed to feel bad. We think it's supposed to hurt. We start believing difficulty is the same as enduring. So don't forget, success comes from being strong. Healthy runners are fast runners. No one runs their fastest marathon ever when they're injured. No one gets a new PR with pneumonia. So in those moments when you wake up and you feel like you're tired, you think about your workout that you have scheduled for later that day and you need a cup of coffee to even think about it, you're getting clues of your inner depletion. If you feel depleted, a workout should be deleted. So when you hit that last mile of your race, turn it on. Bask in deep suffering. Run hard. Let your quads scream in pain. Suffer all the way through the finish chute. But more importantly, make sure you aren't suffering at the start. Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run.